Hello everyone. Today's my topic name is digestive system and respiratory system. First, we are discussing about the digestive system. Digestive system is made up of the digestive tract and the other organs that help the body to break down and absorb the food. It is a long twisted tube that started at the mouth and goes through the esophagus, stomach, small intestine and large intestine. And last part is anus, where the waste material is thrown out from the body. The digestive system breaks down the food into nutrients such as carbohydrates, fats, proteins, etc. They can be absorbed into the bloodstream so the body can use them for the energy, growth and repair. Unused materials are discarded as a feces. Now the next point is, how does the digestive system works? Each organ of the digestive system has an important role in the digestion. First, mouth. When someone eats, the teeth chew the food into the very small pieces. Glands in the cheeks and under the tongue produces the saliva that coats the food and making it the easier to swallow and chew. Saliva also contains enzymes that start to digest the carbohydrates in the food. Second, esophagus. Esophagus is the muscular tube that carries food from the mouth to the stomach. After it is swallowed, a ring of the muscle at the end of the stomach and contracts to prevent the stomach contents from escaping back up the esophagus. Third one is stomach. Stomach all produces the gastric juice, which contain the HCl and the enzymes that digest the proteins. The stomach acts as a concrete mixer, churning and mixing food with the gastric juice to form Simon, a thin, scoopy liquid. Fourth one, small intestine. Bile from the gallbladder and the enzyme in digestive juices from the pancreas empty into the upper section of the small intestine and help to break down the protein into amino acids and fat into the fatty acids. These smaller particles, along with the sugars, vitamins, and minerals, are absorbed into the bloodstream through the wall of the small intestine. It is called small because it is about the 3.5 centimeter in diameter and but it is about the 5 meter long to provide lots of area for the absorption. Most of the chemical digestion of the protein, fats and carbohydrates is completed in the small intestine. Next one, the last point is large intestine. The lining of the large intestines absorb the water, minerals, salt and vitamins. Undigested fibers is mixed with mucus and bacteria, which partly break down the fibers to nourish the cells of the large intestine wall and help to keep the large intestine healthy. Feces are formed and stored in the last part of the large intestine, that is the rectum, before being passed out of the body through the anus. Now we are discuss about the disease related to the digestive system. First is GORD, which is mean the gastroesophageal refluxes, which occurs when the acidic stomach contents move from the stomach back up the esophagus. It causes the burning sensation in the chest or the throat. Diverticulitis. It is caused by the inflammation or the infection of the abnormal pouches in the lower part of the large intestine. Then stomach ulcer. Stomach ulcer, it is commonly caused by the bacteria Helicobacterium pylori. Hemorrhoids are the itchy and painful lumps that occur in or around the anus. It can cause the bleeding when you go to the toilet. And the Crohn's disease. It is a lifelong form of the IBD. The condition irritates the digestive tract. And the last one, celiac diseases. It is an autoimmune disorder that can damage your small intestine. We are discussing about the respiratory system. Respiratory system is the organs and the other parts of the body which involves in the breathing when you exchange the carbon dioxide and oxygen. There are two types of the respiration, which includes the aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration means what? Aerobic respiration, it takes place in the presence of the oxygen to produce the energy, and anaerobic respiration, it takes place in the absence of the oxygen to produce the energy. Respiratory system consists of the two parts, which are the upper respiratory system and the lower respiratory system. In upper respiratory system, it includes the nose, nasal cavity, and pharynx. In lower respiratory system, it consists larynx, trachea, bronchi, and the lungs. Now let's discuss about it. First, nose. It provides an entrance for the air in which air is filtered by the hairs inside the nostrils. Nasal cavity. Nasal cavity are the entrance for the respiratory system that is divided into an external portion and the internal portion called the nasal cavity. Pharynx. Pharynx, it is a funnel-shaped tube about the 13 cm long. Pharynx lies just posterior to the nasal and the oral cavities and superior to the larynx and anterior to the cervix vertebra. Its wall is composed of the skeletal muscles and is lined with a mucous membrane. Pharynx is divided into the three regions: nasopharyngeus, which is the uppermost portion, oropharynx, middle portion, and last one is the laryngopharynx, which are the lowermost portion. Now, let's discuss the lower respiratory system, which includes the larynx, trachea, bronchi, and lungs. First, larynx. Larynx, also known as the voice box. It is a short cylindrical airways, ends in the trachea, lies in the midline of the neck anterior to the esophagus and the fourth through sixth cervical vertebra. It conducts the air into the lower respiratory tract. It produces the sounds. Parts of the larynx are the vocal cord, glottis, epiglottis, and subglottis. Now, trachea. Trachea is also called as the windpipe, lined by the ciliated pseudostratified columnar epithelium layer of the trachea. It consists the innermost layer, which is made up of the mucosa, and the outer layer submucosa. Now, third one is the lungs are the two. There are two lungs, one lying on each side of the midline in the thoracic cavity. The lungs are composed of the bronchi and the smaller air passages, alveoli, connective tissue, blood vessels, lymph vessels, and nerves. Now, last one is bronchi and bronchioles. Function of the bronchi is to control of the air entry, warming and humidifying, support and potency, removal of the particulate matters, and last one is cough reflex. Now, disease related to the respiratory system. The diseases are the asthma, bronchitis, ischemia, influenza, pneumonia. Asthma means what? Asthma is the sneezing and the breathlessness caused by the narrowing of the airways. Bronchitis means what? Bronchitis are the inflammation of the lungs' larger airways. Emphysema means disease of the alveoli of the lungs. Influenza caused by the viruses, and pneumonia, infection of the lungs. Thank you.